While Ford v Ferrari may not feature groundbreaking de-aging technology, comic book characters, or Timothée Chalamet, the film still manages to hold its own against the rest of the 2020 Best Picture nominees. So what separates Ford v Ferrari from any other film you would watch at home with your dad on a Saturday afternoon? Surprisingly, beneath the surface of the exhilarating racing scenes, as well as the heartfelt dialogue, the film serves as a notable metaphor for the constant struggle between art and business within the film industry. We all know how much Hollywood loves films about Hollywood, so let's slide right into the driver's seat and take a closer look at how Ford v Ferrari represents the race between the artist and the industry. The film takes place in 1966 and follows car designer Carroll Shelby, played by Matt Damon, and British race car driver Ken Miles, played by Christian Bale. These characters represent the artists within the narrative. Shelby and Miles are both hired by the Ford Motor Company to create a revolutionary vehicle that will compete at the 24 Hours of Le Mans in France. The unlikely duo face a myriad of roadblocks on their journey, including corporate interference from Ford, as well as the other race cars competing at Le Mans designed by Enzo Ferrari. These challenges are realities for filmmakers hoping to bring their cinematic visions to life at a major studio. With that said, Shelby and Miles represent two different types of filmmakers within the industry. Carroll Shelby is a business-savvy collaborator willing to make creative sacrifices for the greater good of the product. He is recruited by Vice President of Ford, Lee Iacocca, to help create a car that will beat Ferrari at Le Mans. Shelby immediately recognizes this immense opportunity. He understands the importance of building a strong relationship with the company giving him the opportunity to bring his creative vision to life. Therefore, he sells Iacocca on his valuability to the Ford program.
What I'm saying is, you can't buy a win, Lee. But maybe you could buy the guy who gets you a shot.
Shelby's experience in the automobile industry as both a race car driver and car designer offers a unique perspective that Ford needs in order to pull off such a daunting victory. However, major companies in any industry have the resources and opportunities that people like Shelby and Miles require in order to launch a successful product. Without professional support, an artist can easily get left in the dust.
You like losing, Ken?
Excuse me,
Oh, you heard me.
I don't lose.
Without sponsors, you get no car, Ken. And last I checked, the professionals all have a car. You cannot win the SCCA without one. If you're not winning, you are losing.
Conversely, Ken Miles represents the film auteur who desires complete, centralized, subjective control over their work. While his notable talent inspires Shelby to bring Miles on the Ford project, his fervent commitment to his craft makes him a difficult individual to work with. For Miles, race car driving is his art that requires strategy and precise execution in order to win first place. However, when others show objection to his artistic vision, Miles is shown to be hot-headed and stubborn. When approached by Shelby about the job opportunity, he immediately expresses his concerns about the lack of creative control they will have on the job.
So, you think that Ford are going to let you build the car that you want, the way you want it, the Ford Motor Company? Those guys. Have you ever been to Detroit? I mean, they have floors and floors of lawyers and millions of marketing guys, and they're all going to want to meet you. Oh, they're going to want to get their photo taken with the great Carroll Shelby, and they're going to kiss your ass, and they're going to go back to their lovely offices, and they're going to work out new ways to screw you. Why? Because they can't help it. Because they just want to please their boss, who wants to please his boss, who wants to please his boss. And they hate themselves for it. But deep down, who they hate even more are guys like you, because you're not like them, because you don't think like them, because you're different.
This is the reason why filmmakers may run into difficulties when studio executives attempt to intervene with their artistic processes. When asked to compromise their vision through studio notes, filmmakers may shut them down immediately in order to maintain the integrity of their film. However, it is important to recognize that input from studio executives and other influential figures in the industry is absolutely vital to the marketability of a film to a wide audience. With that said, even those with unorthodox approaches to filmmaking can create the most artistically and financially successful films of all time. At the end of the day, the relationship between the artist and the industry is interdependent. While films have plenty of artistic merit, it is imperative that we recognize these films for what they are, commercial products. With the right team, equipment, and a little compromise, a film can fully reach its creative potential while still being the first to cross the box office finish line.